Tonight in CVM News at 7, government slams fishing attempts in PMI IC debacle. IC chair calls opposition motion abuse of power. And Satchel pleads guilty to murder of 8-year-old Daniel Rowe.
Also this evening, JFB personnel awarded for excellence. In the business report, SSL advanced in payouts to clients. And in sports, Harborview get first win of current JPL season. From Kingston, Jamaica, this is CVM News at 7. I'm Stephen McHugh.
And I'm Carolyn Brown. It's Tuesday, September 24, 2024. Thanks so much for joining us. The Prime Minister's Integrity Commission controversy is showing no signs of abating anytime soon, as government members continue to vehemently deny claims of wrongdoing by the Prime Minister and instead call for an end to the inquiry. The opposition won't have it.
In fact, a motion raised from its ranks on Tuesday at an Oversight Committee meeting prompted calls from the government to summon the Integrity Commission for questioning. Ramon Gordon has the latest.
The government is upholding its challenge of the Integrity Commission's report on Prime Minister Andrew Holness's statutory declarations. At Tuesday's Oversight Committee meeting, Labour Minister Pernell Charles Jr. called for the IC's commissioners to be summoned, questioning whether there was perhaps malicious intent behind the report.
Clearly you see the inclusion of things intended to harm the declarant rather than to seek justice. These are matters that we have to explore because it is highly inappropriate, in my view, for an investigation to be completed and for there to now be an effort to redetermine the matter.
That redetermination the minister references points to the Integrity Commission's referral of the Prime Minister's finances to the Tax Administration of Jamaica, TAJ, and the Financial Investigations Division, FID, for further investigations into claims of illicit enrichment.
Is there anywhere in this report, anywhere at all, state that this report deals with anything named illicit?
What this report has done is to leave nothing but speculation, and because it has failed to come to any conclusion, it is now asking for the FID and the TAJ.
It's either that the IC is turning against itself or that you have a situation here that is exposing itself as being a matter of corruption.
The minister questioned whether the IC should be compelled to certify the Prime Minister's declarations, having found, at least in one instance, no reason to suggest prosecution. The Integrity Commission's Director of Corruption Prosecutions, Keisha Prince, decided not to pursue criminal charges against Holness for reportedly making false income declarations due to insufficient evidence. The IC's Director of Investigations, Kevon Stevenson, found that Holness's declarations were incomplete and inaccurate. Yet there was not enough evidence to prove intent. Despite resistance, committee member Julian Robinson continued to advocate for his motion, which called for both houses of Parliament to support the IC's call for further probes.
The annual report of the Integrity Commission, it uses the word illicit enrichment in its annual report.
With due respect, Mr. Chairman, this must be seen as a final report. I don't think this international expert came here for chicken feed. And now you're going to say, after all of that, Mr. Chairman, we don't find any charge against the PM, but we think we could? No, Chairman, this is fishing.
Ramon Gordon for CVM News.
And still on the matter, Chairman of the Integrity Commission Oversight Committee, Ed Bartlett, has denounced a motion brought forward by opposition member Julian Robinson, calling it an abuse of process. The motion, which urged the committee to endorse a recommendation by the Integrity Commission, was rejected by government members today, September 2024. Minister Bartlett says the Financial Investigations Division, the FID, is already in possession of the relevant documents, making Julian Robinson's proposal redundant. He urged committee members to refrain from using parliamentary procedures for what he deems partisan gains. Commissioners of the Integrity Commission are scheduled to appear before the committee on October 3 to provide further details on their report.
In a move aimed at reducing the financial burden on grieving families, Parliament has approved a significant increase in the threshold for small estates, which means more Jamaicans can now access their loved ones' assets without lengthy court processes. Ramon Gordon has more.
The House of Representatives has approved a major update to the Administrator General's Act, increasing the threshold for small estates from $100,000 to $1.5 million. The move, formalized on August 29, 2024, aims to ease the legal and financial burdens on beneficiaries of estates, where individuals die without leaving a will. Justice Minister Delroy Chuck, presenting the Administrator General's Maximum Value of Small Estates Amendment Order 2024, says the adjustment allows the Administrator General's Department to handle estates up to $1.5 million without requiring a grant of administration. Previously, estates exceeding $100,000 required lengthy and costly court processes, leaving assets tied up for extended periods.
You'll notice on a regular basis the banks advertise pages and pages of money being held by them. Many of them are small amounts, yes, but some are in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. And the problem, Mr. Speaker, is that many times these monies exist because the persons have died. But the families can't access these funds from the banks or from NHT or from credit union, generally where monies are, unless they do letters of administration. But to do the letters of administration, Mr. Speaker, the legal cost oftentimes is more than sometimes what are substantially over 100,000. So when it's up to 100,000, it doesn't make sense.
With the new threshold, beneficiaries can now access personal assets more swiftly, cutting down legal fees and reducing court backlogs. This change is expected to unlock significant wealth, particularly in cases where beneficiaries were previously unable to afford legal representation.
All estates for persons who died without leaving a will and without minor beneficiaries, but containing personality valued less than $1.5 million, can now be referred to the Administrator General's Department for collection and distribution without the need for a grant of administration.
For beneficiaries to qualify, the estate must solely consist of personal property valued under $1.5 million with proper documentation, of course, including proof of death and asset ownership. The move also aligns with earlier increases to deposit insurance coverage, ensuring that most small estates, 97% of all accounts, will fall under the $1.5 million limit, enabling quicker access to funds for beneficiaries.
A deceased might own a car, a motor car, valued say $1 million. But to get it, they would have to go through a process of letters of administration. It might cost $200,000-300,000 just to get a car valued $500,000 or $1 million transferred. So this, Mr. Speaker, would allow the Administrator General to assist the family in transferring the property to a family member.
Ramon Gordon for CVM News.
Now, as information on the International Coastal Cleanup Day 2024 emerges, CVM News can report that a total of 6,808 pounds of garbage were collected at one site in the corporate area close to the international airport. Unfortunately, while there is a need for improved public attitude and behavior, it's agreed beach cleanup should be at the end stages, catching anything that's not caught elsewhere in this drive to see the change. Since the mid-1990s, Jamaicans from all walks of life, some of them hikers and nature lovers, have been joining volunteers worldwide on the third Saturday in September for International Coastal Cleanup Day. However, participation soared like jet. The Jamaica Environment Trust in 2008, whose input propelled the drive to build environmental awareness and collect data during the annual island-wide event. The government and its agencies, the opposition, the manufacturers and the distributors of plastic products, and importantly, the users, some of whom become careless disposers, ought to take note of the mess left behind at places close to the ocean like the Palisades go-kart track, Jet's flagship cleanup location. And that's where we caught up with resident representatives of the Japan International Cooperation Agency, JICA, among hundreds of volunteers.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Tell me.
Media.
Right. What is your name?
Kawasaki.
The bike. How symbolic is this for you?
Yeah, annual event. So this is volunteer basis, but Jamaican, Japanese, sharing the common sense, love, this beautiful nature. We have to work together to make coastal area more beautiful. That is our own common task, right? Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Mitsuyoshi Kawasaki's sentiments is that of everyone who sift through the debris belched out on the sand and the coastline, creating an unsightly trail. As she picked up the broken bottles, one volunteer recounted how a colleague was at this very spot a year ago, doing exactly what she was doing. A sad reminder, all this garbage was created since then. It's a shame we have to be picking up after our fellow citizens someone else chatted in. But while one simple message is we must be more aggressive, do not litter so others don't have to pick up after us, there's an even greater call.
Shouldn't be surprising, but it's quite shocking to see the amount of recyclable items here, especially bottle caps. They are the most expensive part of the bottle in the recycling process. So we need to do a better job of recycling our bottles. I think we need more garbage collection areas across the city, more garbage cans, separation of garbage cans so people know that they should put their plastic bottles in this one and regular garbage in the other. So more information needs to be shared about how we should recycle and also ensure that people have the resources to recycle.
Still more to come here on CVM News at 7 right after this.
Dental assistant Coyote Satchel has pleaded guilty to the 2023 murder of 8-year-old Brayton Primary student Daniel Rowe. In addition to the murder charge, Satchel has also been convicted of child stealing. According to attorney Donovan Collins, Satchel was remorseful and didn't wish to waste the court's time. He also told our news team after the court session his client was not in the best frame of mind. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Andrew Holness in a statement commended the police on their efforts in securing the evidence to charge and bring the suspects before the courts, adding these crimes have not gone unnoticed.
A man is in hospital under police guard following a shootout between a licensed firearm holder and gunmen at a bar in Manchester on Monday. According to police reports, the incident took place sometime after 3 in the morning at a bar in Spalding along the Manchester and Clarendon border. Now, CVM News understands the 3 gunmen were attempting to break into the bar when a security system alerted the bar's owner. A licensed firearm holder reportedly challenged the men and a shootout ensued. One of the men was shot and wounded while his cronies escaped. Investigations are ongoing.
The Women's Center Foundation of Jamaica in Port Antonio, Portland, is reassuring the public it's committed to their cause. According to Jamaica's education policies, adolescent mothers are excluded from attending public schools for the duration of their pregnancy. But the center provides a new opportunity for these young parents.
So when they're out of school, it's a women's center where they come to for their education to continue. And after the birth of the baby, then the girls are reintegrated into the formal school system. Right. So the Women's Center is like that bridge on which the girls travel from one state to another.
The Women's Center, which facilitates and provides education for adolescent mothers, currently has 10 young mothers enrolled in the school.
We are here. We offer this service of continuing education for all adolescent mothers 19 and under. So wherever persons know in their community or otherwise that there are girls who are pregnant or recently had a baby, we are encouraging them to come in and benefit from this program. And the registration for the girls is ongoing every day of the week.
On Monday, it was a scene of hope as members of the Portland chapter of the Jamaica Association for Administrative Professionals gathered at the center to plant trees.
We are more into not only personal, professional, but we also give back to civic. So today, this tree planting is one of our parish projects that we take on today. No, we do tree planting, forestry every year, as everyone would have known about climate change. So this is JAAP, giving back, fighting against climate change. Hence, we take on the parish project today by planting a tree.
The project, for continuous awareness in collaboration with the Forestry Department, is expected to benefit the Women's Center greatly.
Today, what they have done for us is to give us 3 fruit trees and 6 ornamental trees, which as time goes by and the trees grow, then the fruit trees will provide fruit for the girls who are in the program at that time. So we are very happy and thankful for this gesture today.
Courtney Lewis for CVM News.
And of course, that was the manager of the Portland Women's Association highlighting their tree planting efforts, reflecting the damning efforts of climate change. At least one nonprofit, the Jamaica Association of Administrative Professionals, is taking some steps to combat potential challenges like food insecurity by planting trees at the Port Antonio Women's Center. Courtney Lewis had that story. Now, over 60 officers of the Jamaica Fire Brigade, our Area 4 Division, were recently awarded for excellent service. The event, deemed timely, comes amid recent losses in the brigade. Courtney Lewis sheds light on the award ceremony.
66 individuals from the Area 4 Firefighting Division have been rewarded, living true to the phrase, "It is sweet and honorable to serve one's country." The acting assistant area commissioner for the Jamaica Fire Brigade, JFB, says the event was long awaited.
It's a celebration of dedication, resilience, and the spirit of teamwork that binds us together. It's a chance to acknowledge the hard work that often goes unnoticed, but it's always very appreciated. It is an encouragement to the other member of staff, though not receiving an award today, that you are also appreciated, and to say that your hard work and unwavering dedication will not go unnoticed.
He was supported by the Deputy Commissioner in charge of Fire and Rescue Operations, Kevin Horton, who emphasized the valiance of the officers.
I have had the privilege of witnessing firsthand the immense challenges that you as firefighters face in the line of duty, whether it is responding to emergency in the dead of night or risking your lives to save others. You consistently demonstrate the high standard of professionalism and bravery.
Montego Bay's Mayor, Richard Vernon, says the service of the fire brigade has been a critical part of the municipality's work.
When we call on you for the emergency operation, you're there. I remember during Beryl, the fire department deployed the officers, and they were on the ground moving during the hurricane. And for the cleanup exercise immediately after, they were ready. But it is the work that you do that defines the St. James Fire Division. And that is what we appreciate.
Echoing the sentiments of the mayor, Deputy Commissioner Horton also reminded the incumbent of their ongoing responsibilities.
The challenges we face in the fire service are ever evolving, and we must remain vigilant, proactive, and adaptable. Our goal is to continuously improve, to train harder, and to innovate in our approach to saving lives and protecting property.
Courtney Lewis for CVM News.
More to come after this break. Stay tuned.
Welcome back. Time now for our business report with Joel Crosskill. Actually, I think we're going to give you our social media updates. Let's check it out.
So, what's trending in our local social media spaces? Kingston's Mayor, Andrew Swaby, has expressed concerns about the Coronation Market's condition, citing poor organization and vendor participation in cleaning efforts. He plans to meet with vendors to address these issues and improve the market standards through team effort. Here are some of your reactions to the news. At Monroe, Marla writes, "You take the job, go fix it." At Rosie M replies, "It's all of us' duty to keep our country clean. We would do it in a heartbeat in another country, so why not ours?" At Under the Clock 876 suggests, "Coconut husk can repurpose to make coal, can sell town people to do their outdoor cooking." At Michael Granel Dandan shares, "Nothing new, people have to start with their surroundings." At Danny Flavor posts, "Well said, these mayors, vendors supposed to clean their area and dispose garbage properly. We need a new kind of Jamaica." At Andrew Lyons comments, "Downtown want to clean up, get the people off the sidewalk." At Amanda B adds, "All hands on deck. We have to do our part in keeping the place clean." And that's what's trending online today. Continue to share your thoughts with us on X at CVM TV and CVM_television on Instagram. I'm Courtney Lewis.